Anything, it's fine. It'll make sense in a second, don't worry. Like a cushion from your couch, like just anything. Right. You sorted? Yeah? We all got our stuff? Because I'm going to mute you on now. Is that okay?
Yeah, I'm all good.
Cool. So we're just going to start with a little balance challenge. So grab your items and you're going to make like an arc in front of you. Stand first of all. So I've just pushed my mat out the way. Can you guys see the whole of me? I'm just going to angle the camera a little bit back. All right, it's not the best view, but hopefully come back a little bit. All right, so you've got them in an arc in front of you, not too far away. We're going to start off standing on your right leg. You're going to take the left foot off the floor. You're going to use your right hand. You're going to slowly bend your knee and pick up your first item. So set your eyes on your item, decide which item you're going to pick up first. Grab it in your right hand and bring your body upright. You're going to look at your item. So the whole idea is that you're following a moving item with your eyes. Swap it to your left hand in front of your chest. Keep looking at it. Bring the item up to the opposite diagonal. And you can see my balance is really bad, so we just keep fighting. Oh my God, bring it back. Cross it in front of the chest. Swap to your right hand. Place it back down onto the floor. Decide on which item will be your second one. Pick it up, right hand. Bring the body, look at it. Bring the item across your chest. Chest height, so hold it up. Swap, look at it as you take it to the top opposite corner. Bring it back. Now, I've done this already tonight, so my ankle is aching. Swap to the other side, the other hand. Bend down, place it on the floor. Pick up your third item. Bring the body. Slowly following it with your eyes. Across the chest. To the other hand. To the top diagonal. Bring it back. Swapping. Don't lose sight of the item with your eyes. Down. To the floor. Fourth item. Bring the body upright. Follow it with your eyes. Across the chest. Top corner. Keep looking. Bring it back. Swapping hands. Bend the knee. Down onto the ground. Oh, swap legs. Give that leg a shake as your ankle's aching as much as mine. Left foot, left hand. Have a look down, decide which item you're picking up. Here we go. Grab item number one. Bring your body up. Follow it. Cross the chest. Up to the top diagonal. Bring it back nice and slowly. No sharp movements. Swapping hands. Place it on the floor. Second item. Follow. Chest height. Top corner. Smooth and slowly. Swap the hand. Number 3. Mix it up a little bit. Don't just go for the next item beside. Pick it up. Keep following. Bring it back. Swap. Down to the floor. Last one. Oh my God. Bring it up. Oh, why do I always program so hard things? Bring it across the chest. Up to the top. Bring it across. Either Amy's frozen or she's given up. Hoping she's frozen. No, she's given up. Back down to the floor. Well done. Oh, you made it.
Finished, Sue. I finished.
You finished? You went way too fast. It was meant to be slow. All right, give those ankles a shake. Well done. Put them to the side. Let's find your mat. I'm still going to be standing, but just set your mat up if you haven't already. So let's go find your little V. So heels together. 10 and 2 o'clock, a little slice of pizza. Find the length through the crown of the head. Spread your 10 toes. Take a moment just to find that spiral through the thighs. We're going to work a lot of hip muscles today, as well as a little bit of glute. So just find that spiral. Find the lift through your pelvic floor. Stack one hand on top of the other, and you're going to push your right hand down into your left. We're going to do a bit of standing footwork to begin with. So there's your imaginary glass of wine resting on the crown of your head. You breathe in, don't spill the wine, bend the knees. Breathe out to squeeze the inside thighs really tight. 8 times. 2. So switching on everything, pelvic floor, abdominals. As quickly as you can. 4 and 5 and 6. Even as you bend your knees, you're still trying to keep that wrap. Do one more for me. Hold here. We're going to lift the heels up just a little bit. Don't let the heels come apart. Lower them back down. And 2. Pull the waist in. And 3. So if I go too high, my heels can't stay together. They actually can't because of the shape of my legs, but just ignore that. 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. Core control. 7, last one. 8, keep the heels lifted. Now bring the feet together. You can lift the heels a little bit higher. So they're glued. And we're going down and up. Keeping the heels off the floor. 1. Spread the 10 toes. Try not to let the little toe be off the floor. Like when your feet are on the foot bar when you do reformer. That didn't work for me. 4. We're always thinking about every little toe on the bar. 5 and 6. Breathe. 7. Pull the waist in more. Breathe. 8. Slowly lower the heels. Take them wide. As wide as you can. The knees are still pointed out. Arms go out to the side. We're going to a deep plie. Coming down, pushing the knees backwards, pushing the pelvis forward. Press to straighten. 1. Inhale to bend. Exhale 2. So really think about that pushing out action. 3 and 4. I want it nice and deep to really work the quads and work the hips. 5 and down you go. 6. If you've got dodgy knees though, obviously look after them. 2 to go. And 7. One more. 8. We're going to do one more plie and stay down. Just a few pulses. Here we go. 1 and 2. Little pulses. And 3. Pelvic floor. 4. Pull your stomach in. 5. Don't let it hang out. 6 7, one more, 8 breaths, well done. We're gonna come straight down onto the floor. So actually come to the back of your mat. Let's do it the right way. Let's roll ourselves down, lifting the stomach, bending the knees, walking the hands forward and just take yourself onto your back. Finding neutral. Just warm up the spine with a couple of pelvic curls. Not taking too long in your setup, but find the foot, the toes, the middle of the heel, the correct leg alignment, the correct pelvic alignment. I need to think about my rib cage just being a little heavier. I'm feeling a little bit of tension in my upper body. And now stabilize through the shoulders by drawing the shoulder blades together and down, reaching the fingertips towards the heels. Take a breath in. Let's breathe out deep in the belly, roll the pelvis, find the lower back, and peel it up. Let's go nice and slowly for the first couple. Breathe in. What are your ribs doing at the top? Just assess. Breathe out to roll it down. So the first 3 pelvic curls are controlled. I just want you to check in with your spine now. Where are you feeling tight? All I can feel is my hamstrings. From Tuesday's workout, still killing me. Let's do one more. Roll it up. Inhale, hold, nothing fancy. Breathe out, roll it down. Let's just mix it up and change it up to a pelvic press. Take the breath in, brace through your front wall, pull the stomach in, lift the hips, lower the hips 1. Touch the sacrum onto the mat as you lower. Do not roll through the lower back 2. So just a little more focus into the bottom, the hamstrings. 3. We're doing 10. 4. Find the rib connection. 5. Pelvic floor. 6. 7. Keep going. 8. Keep concentrating. 9. Last one. 10. Push it up. Let's stay. Let's roll back down through the spine and just hug the knees into the chest for a moment. We're going to go straight into the 100. So just give the lower backs a little stretch. First of all, I want you to be thinking about the height where your legs are going to be. But before you go there, I want you to start already engaging the back of the leg. We're going to have a leg activation focus for the 100s. So before we curl the head and shoulders up, can you squeeze the inside thighs together? Can you squeeze the bottom? Can you find your pelvic floor? I know it's really hard in this position here. And then I want you to reach the arms down by your sides, scooping the stomach, breathing out. You're going to push the feet away like there's a heavy door. Lift the arms and start pumping. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 sets. So I want you to be thinking of pulling up through the quads, squeezing the inside thighs together, pushing the heels into each other. Whether you're parallel or whether you're turned out, it's your choice. Wrapping the bottom. The abs is easy, right? By now. 2 more sets. 1 more set. Hold, stay. Deepen the stomach to pull the legs back in, rest the head. We're going to give you a couple of choices here actually. We're going to do some footwork. If you are on reformer, you're going to do the same kind of footwork. So I'll just explain myself first. Hard option is here. You're going to have your feet in a V like your feet are on the foot bar, pushing the foot bar away, out and in. Easier option, head down, hands under pelvis. I've given you two options, so you're going to choose whichever one is best suited for your body right now. We start with the legs bent like we're in our frogs. Wherever your arms are, stabilize the shoulder girdle. I'm going to breathe out and curl my head and shoulders up off the floor. Here is my chest lift. If you had very heavy springs on that reformer, all the springs on, you would be here and you'd be ready to push away with a lot of activation and force. Let's go. Breathe out. Find your long legs. Pull the stomach in to come back home. We're doing 8, 2. So you can be mindful with the height of your legs. If this is challenging and it's eating into the lower back or you're losing your abdominal connection, just go higher. But if you can imagine where the foot bar would normally be on that reformer, it's pretty low, right? 3 to go. 1, 2, 3. Come back in. We've done V, we do soul. Squeeze the legs together. Curl the toes over like a bird on a branch. You know the one I'm talking about. You breathe out, push. Keep the feet. And 2. And 3. Inside thighs, back of leg. 4. And 5. And 6. And 7. One more, 8. Pull the legs in, flex the feet. Imagine the heels are on the foot bar now. Here we go. 1. And 2. 3. Deepen the stomach, lift the legs higher if you need to. This is tough. 5. 6. And 7. One more, 8. Pull those knees in. Give your head a little rest. Just let those ankles roll around for a second. One more abdominal exercise, my favorite one. Has been for a few weeks now. Stretch the left leg long. We're going hamstring pull. Pull the right thigh into the chest. Deep hip stretch. Stay here for a moment. Unfold the leg. Find a hamstring stretch. Use your arms, but be mindful of your pelvis. Is your tailbone still down? If it's right off here and the thigh is bending, lower that or put the hand higher, I should say. And don't pull on the leg so much. Find your pelvic control. Curl the head and shoulders up. We're going to go slowly to start with. Use the arms and pull that knee towards your face. Scissor kick. Stay, hold. Find that deep hamstring stretch on this leg. Have a look at the right leg. What is that quad doing? Can it lengthen away? Try to square your hips up as best as you can. There is allowed to be a little shift. Control the stomach as you scissor kick. I want you to keep looking at your belly. I want you to see what's going on as the underneath leg comes off the floor and you're swapping. It's actually really hard to go this slow. Faster is easier, right? Pull, pull. Deepen the stomach to lift the underneath leg off. One more this pace. Can we pick it up now, but don't lose your control? Pull, pull. Pull, pull. Pull, pull. Pull, pull. 2 more each side, guys. Keep breathing. Last set. Well done. Pull the knees into the chest. Let the head roll side to side. Awesome. We're going to go straight onto our side. Setting up for a nice simple clam to start with. I'm going to go up on my elbow. So let's go 2 bent knees at 90. Flex the feet, the heels line up with the pelvis. And a really basic clam. Just breathe out to open the top knee. I just want you to hold there for a split second longer and really think about pushing that thigh back, but holding the back of the sacrum still. Lower it back down. And 2, we're going to go to 10. So if you can really squeeze the juice out of this, if you're like me, you'll feel a quiver deep in the hip. That quiver only happens if you really concentrate. Halfway, because you can just open that knee anyway, right? And it's just kind of like, oh yeah, 6. So really working the deep hips. 7, 8. Now I'm getting hot where my hand is. 9. One more. 10. Well done. Lengthen the legs. We're going to give ourselves a bit of an inside thigh stretch. Can you bring the leg up? Grab the outside of the ankle if you can. If you can't, just grab the calf. But try and bring that leg as far. Imagine it's going to go behind your ear. Really deep hip stretches. Stay there for 2 breaths. Maximum length in that inside thigh. And then lower the leg back down. I'm going to stay on the elbow for a développé. So I'm going to start to turn my legs out. My kneecaps are pointing to 10 and 2 o'clock, even my underneath leg one. Actually, I'm going to tuck my toes under because I like that extra stability. Drag the foot like a stork up the inside thigh, lift the thigh bone, extend the leg, pull up the quad as tight as you can. This is a lower body focus today. Come on, work it. Squeeze the inside thighs together at the bottom. Drag up. We'll just do 5 of these, I think. That's 2. So I don't really need to mention now the underneath waist. Hopefully, you know to think about that. 4. 1 more. 5. Keep the legs straight, we lengthen and kick it up. 1. Press it down. Lengthen, kick it up. 2. You can use a little bit of momentum here because you've got the control now, right? 3. Hopefully. And 4. 1 more. 5. Beautiful. Take the legs slightly forward, but now bring them parallel for a little side kick series. We're lifting the top foot the same height as the hip. We're just going to take it forward, but as you take the leg forward, think about the sacrum kind of staying still and almost sticking out your bottom. Point the foot, take the leg back and find the glute max. You can adjust the upper body forward slightly. It comes back. We go inhale, flex and lift. Exhale, point, squeeze. Flex, lift, point, squeeze. 2 to go because we're doing 5 reps. So it's really important here that you don't splat your dinner out. 1 to go. That leg should be the same height as the hip, by the way. Bring it back. We're going to go for big circles. So the leg goes forward. Now you're going to lift the leg up. Bring it by your ear. Keep lifting it as you take it behind you. Find the glute. The wall's in the way. Back to stacked. We're just going to do 3 big circles that you can. Don't skip out any corner of that thigh bone in the hip socket. Find every single edge. Reverse it. Take it back. I know it's nasty. As you lift it up, the thigh bone externally rotates, it spirals out. It goes forward, back to stack. Take it behind. Breathe in and lift by the ear. Up, 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 up. Take it forward. 1 more. Lift it up. All the way around, stretch the leg, bring it back. Well done. We're going to go straight to the other side, nothing fancy. Setting up for your clams, getting into position as quickly as you can. Flex the feet. Here we go. 1, 2. Now this hip does not go anywhere near as far as the other one. 4, 5, and 6. Find the same shape that you had on the other side. Just check your feet are in line with your pelvis or not behind you. and 8. And 2 more. Let's do 3 more. 1, 2, 1 more, 3. Okay, good job. Let's go for a massive adductor stretch. Which inside thigh is more flexible? Use your arm, make your arm do the work. Pull it. Shouldn't be comfortable. Go deeper. And then just really gently start to let go. As you start to let go, find your core control so that when you hit the bottom, you can go straight into your développé. 1. Squeeze together at the bottom. My underneath leg is slightly forward. Can you really think for me what your lower abs are doing? Take your time. I want your foot to drag up the inside of your thigh. When I used to do this in ballet, if we didn't have a dirty stripe on the inside of our tights, we got in such trouble. It meant we were cheating. Think about that. 1 more. Yeah, good job. Let's go. Lengthen the leg, kick it up, tummy. 1. Control the pelvis. 2. If you're using momentum and your pelvis is wobbling, you need to slow it down a little bit. 3, 4, 1 more, 5. Awesome. Bring the feet a little bit further forward. Lifted foot up the same height as the hip, not dropping down. Here we go. Front and back. 1. And 2. So if I had my hands on your lower abs right now, imagine I'm in that room with you, you'd be sucking your stomach right back away from my hand. 1 more. Let's go straight into the circles. Forward lift. Take it back. Don't push your dinner out. Moving forward. 3 each direction. 2. So what hip works better? Which one is more smooth? This side is horrible for me. Reverse it. Lift it up. Oh my God, my leg feels like 10 times. 1. Imagine it's as light as a feather. 2. 1 more. Lift it up. 3. Awesome. Just go straight. I'm just going to give my legs a little shake. And then I'm going to go straight onto the belly. Rest your forehead on your hands like a pillow. And you can take your legs a little bit apart. Just rest everything nice and heavy. Just for a moment. So you're going to keep your forehead down. I'm just turning so you can hear me. You're going to bend your knees. So we're here. I'm not going really, really wide with my knees. They're probably inside of my pelvis. And then you're going to just take a moment there. Can you push your 2 heels into each other? Like you're holding your $100 right there between your heels and you're not letting me steal it. So I just want you to feel what happens when you do that. Hopefully, you're going to tell me you can feel everything here wrapping and engaging. So you're going to hold that squeeze of the heels together for 2 breaths. Don't lift the thighs off the floor. Keep them on the floor. Just push them into each other. And then let everything splat. Just let your belly hang out for a second. And we're going to go again. So we go exhale, collect everything, push the heels. Hopefully you're going to feel your stomach automatically by now engaging and drawing in and up. Hold for you 2 breaths. And relax down. So we're going to keep that heel connection into each other. Squeeze it. And we're going to do some little glute presses. So if you're feeling your lower back, don't lift the thighs. Just continue with that, what we've just done. But know that it's normal to feel the lower back a little bit. Hopefully you all know this by now and you know how to be mindful and look after yourself. We're doing 10 glute presses. So here we go, pushing the thighs, push the pubic bone into the floor, lift the 2 thigh bones up. 1, lower it down. 2. So I'm going to be mindful that as I'm lifting my thighs, I'm not squeezing my upper body. 3, 4, 5, 6, breathe, 7, 8, 9, one more, 10. Lower the legs all the way down. So I'm at like a starfish right now. Just let your lower back have a mini break. Collect your stomach again. Keep the legs straight. Bring the thighs in a little bit. You're going to lift your 2 thighs off the floor, but you're going to lengthen them first. So we're just going to lift them a little bit. Again, don't let it feed into the lower back. We're going to beat our heels together. Press and squeeze 1, open. Exhale, press and squeeze 2. And 3. And 4. Abdominals, pelvic floor. 5. 6. 7. Keep them up. 8. 9. 10. My thighs are touching the floor, so I'm going to rest them back down. Give them a little shake. Come back up again. Lift them just off the floor. Now this is a little bit of a weird one, but just go with it. You're going to turn your 2 thighs out inside the hip socket. You're going to do it. I'm going to talk you through it. Lie back down. Lie back down. That's it. Thighs are off the floor. Your kneecaps are going to spiral out. Turn them out deep in the hip as much as you can. And then you're going to bring them back to parallel. Make your kneecaps face the floor. The legs are up off the floor, guys. And exhale, spiral them out. Deep, deep, deep hip work. Turn them out, turn them out, turn them out. Back to parallel. Check your abdominal control. Lift your front ribs off the floor for me. I need more work through the front of your stomach. 2 to go. Exhale, spiral them out. Back to parallel. This is your last one. Turn them more. Bring them back. Beautiful. Lower the legs down. Sit back into a rest position. Better stretch out those lower backs. Just stay in that little counter stretch for a breath or 2. Deepen the tummy to maximize the stretch in the lower back. And then let's go back onto the belly again. We're going to swim. We're going to build it up. We start with the legs and then add in the arms. So back to this position with the forehead on the hands. Let's find the legs. They're a little bit apart now. Probably heels in line with the sit bones. Breathe out, lift the thighs off the floor. Let's start to swim nice and slow. Change, 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 alternating. Don't be tempted to kick it up, right? I want more length. Yeah, exactly. Not like this, throwing yourself up. That's easy. When you feel ready, lengthen the arms along the floor. Pick up the upper body. Add in the arm and the leg. We're going for 6 on each side. This is 3. Pick up the stomach, 4. Lift the upper back, 5. One more, 6. Sit back on the heels. We're going to come slowly back up. I'm going to take you into a shoulder bridge now, just to mix up the positions. So back onto your back, into your neutral. Find your start position. Spread your toes. When as soon as you're there, we're going to roll it up. Breathe out. Here we go. Healing it up. Now you don't need to be that high. So we want to keep it into the hamstrings and the glute, not into the lower back. But we're going to stay here, unfold the right leg all the way to the ceiling. Here we go. We kick it down, exhale, kick it up. 1. This is a definite kick. 2, we're doing 8. 3, 4, 5. Push away the floor with the left leg. 6, 7, 8, replace the foot and rolling down. Massage the lower back. Find a neutral, breathe in to prepare. Breathe out, let's go to the other side. Pick it up. Don't shift the hips. Unfold the left leg. Here we go. Down, stretch the hamstring, stretch the hip flexor on the way down, the hamstring on the way up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Replace the foot. Bring it back down. Pull the knees into the chest. Give your lower backs a little stretch. We're going to roll it up into a full side support. Anyone with dodgy wrists can do this on the elbow. So, face me. I've got my right hand on the floor. The hand needs to be slightly in front of the shoulder. The shoulder needs to be into the socket. My left foot is in front. My top leg, the foot is in front. Arm out to the side. Find your lift. Here we go. We push up to a diagonal. Stay here. We feed the hand underneath. Try and reach towards your heels. Lift your hips in the air. Find your diagonal. Stay here. Push the hips forward. Lower the hips. Your underneath hip is moving towards the mat. Don't collapse. Don't touch the floor. Lift it back up. Repeat. Underneath. Back up. You're going to control the lowering, but you do not touch the mat. If you touch the mat, you don't rest. Down. Look after your shoulder. Back up. 1 to go. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Open your chest. Lift it back up. Pull the stomach. Sit with control. Amazing. Swing it around. Here we go. We're in position. Let's not procrastinate. Up we go. Squeeze the inside thighs together. It's a leg workout. Right now it's not, but anyway. Reach for the heels. Bring it back. Really important you're in the right position here. Nice long spine. Lower the hip. Go and stretch the underneath oblique. Lift it back up. You have to have very good control through your shoulder here. Rep number 2. Exhale, lift it up. Rep number 3. Bring it out. Lower the hip. Where's your stomach? Lift the hip back up. Beautiful. Sit down. Amazing. Your quadrupeds. Wrists under the shoulders. I'm just catching my breath. And then I'm preparing to go straight out into a plank. So we're just going to hold the plank initially. So actually just come with me. You ready? Don't move the hips. Slide one foot back. Squeeze your glute. Find the back body. Bring the second leg. I want you to squeeze the inside thighs together. Push the floor away with your hands. Push the floor away with your toes. And breathe. 3 times. 3 deep breaths, I should have said. Lift your belly button up and lengthen your spine. Yes, bring the knees down. Round the back. You're going to do the same thing, or you're going to add in a leg pull. 3 leg pulls on the right leg, 3 leg pulls on the left leg. This can all be done with forearms. Yes, do it on the forearms, Joe. Down here, you know what to do. Are you ready? Here we go. Bring it out. Stay there. 1 leg lifts just off the floor. We kick it up. 1, 2, pick it up. 3. Other side. 1, 2, 3. 1 more set. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Well done. Sit back. Another mini break. We're going to go up to a plank. Joe, if you need to just keep doing forearm. it can still work here. You're not going to be able to do the palm shape probably, but just modify, do what you need to do. Come with me, everyone else. Back into the plank. Stay there. And then I want you to scoop the stomach, lift the hips, and then send the tailbone back into a long, lengthened spine. Sinking the heels down to the floor. Sinking the chest down between the shoulders. And just bring it up a little bit so you feel the shoulders right in the sockets. I'm going to walk my feet forward just a little bit. We're going to send one foot behind us. Find the glute. You're going to lift that leg right up in the air. And I'm going to allow you to twist the pelvis as much as you need to. Because I just want you to see if you can get that foot right over your face. Keep pushing and lifting. Up, up. You should feel the glute on the leg that's in the air. Bring it back. I'm going to swap sides. Take it away. Lift the leg. Find the glute. Rotate the pelvis. Stretch the inside thigh. Lift the leg. Work it. Come on, more. Where's that shake? Bring it back down. We're going to do one more each side. Back to the first leg. Here we go. Over your face. Last side, we're nearly done. Send it away. Push it up. Bring it back. Sit back. Onto the heels. Stretch. I feel pretty cooked, so I think we're just going to stretch now, if you guys are okay with that. Let's send the arms, 2 arms to the left, and just stretch the whole of the right side of the body from the armpit down past the ribs, maybe into the QL of the lower back if you tight there. Walk the hands to the center. Let's go the other side. Just breathe, relax into your stretch. Walk back to the middle. So I'm going to go into the pigeon. I'm going to take my right thigh forward, slide the left foot back. I'm moving my right foot across my midline and then trying to sink my pelvis right down in the middle. Targeting really deep in the right hip into that piriformis. But can you find the left hip flexor? Hopefully you've got both of those things going on right now. You can either stay there or bring your body upright and just get a little bit of thoracic extension. Lift your heart and chest to the sky. Really carefully sit onto the right cheek to swing the legs around. So get yourself into position. Now you just go to where you can. If you're really tight in your piriformis, you're not going to be able to take that heel across your midline too far. It's going to hurt like mad. So you are in control of how deep you want to go. This one feels really tight. And then just lift it up if you want to. Deepen into the hip stretch, a little bit of core control. Just that little bit of lift through your lower abs is going to help you find the hip flexor. And then open the heart and the chest. Bring it down. And then I'm just going to rotate. So I'll come to face you. I'm going to cross my right ankle over my left leg. And a bit of rotation. We haven't really rotated a whole lot tonight. Look over that back shoulder. See if you can spiral a little bit more. Coming back nice and carefully, no sharp movements. Swap your legs. So this is also a piriformis stretch. You're probably still feeling it deep in that hip. And then I think the only hip muscle we haven't stretched is the inside thigh. Let's take those legs as wide as you can. Let's just go up and over for a little side stretch. Make sure you're not flexing forward. So I like to feel like I'm pushing the crown of my head all the way up that way, and the back of my skull backwards to the back wall. And trying to firmly plant that opposite sit bone down, kind of wanting to come off. Let's do the other side. So finding that head neck alignment. And then that heavy sit bone. Still that awareness of the core control. And then let's walk the fingers forward. Here, just be careful that you don't internally rotate your thigh bones. Try to externally rotate them just to counteract that. And see how low you can go. Melt the shoulders, soften the throat. And then just for a bit of fun, I'm going to see if I can crawl through the middle. Probably not, but let's just try it like the good old days. Oh, holy moly, just come up any way you want to. And then we're going to just stand. So take your time. Feel your feet. Feel the earth really supporting you. Roll it up. So lift the arms to the ceiling. Clasp your hands. Give yourself a stretch. Bring it back down. Bend the knees. Do that one more time. All the way up. Reach for the sky. Breathe. Well done. Great effort, guys. There's a good chance you're going to feeling your legs tomorrow. If you feel like you need to do a bit more stretching, go for it. There's one more Thursday night class left. Oh. Marie, maybe we can work out a time and we could do something together if you've got time. We'll chat.
I'd love to. I mean, I just love it.
Oh, we love having you.
Yeah, it's good.
I know.
Online.
It's been awesome. I was trying to think of a way to keep the class running, but I just don't think I can fit it all in. It's just going to be a little hard.
It's, it's difficult.
I know. Yeah.
Do you normally do mat classes, or do you do stuff on?
No, not anymore. I used to teach mat classes, but not from home. I did when I first opened up from home because I didn't have any equipment, but there's just no space.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. All right, anyway, enjoy the rest of your week and your weekend.
Hey, Linda. Yeah.
I'll see you next week.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Bye.
Sue.
Bye.
See you, Amy. Bye.